Digestion.
The Human Centipede 3, final sequence, marks the gruesome culmination of the controversial film series directed by Tom Six. Unleashing its grotesque narrative upon audiences, this final installment ventures further into the realm of horror, pushing the boundaries of the human psyche. Brace yourself for a macabre journey as we delve into the stomach-churning events of this cinematic spectacle. The film opens with an establishing shot of a desolate and ominous prison, a stark contrast to the bright sunlight that casts harsh shadows on the barbed wire fencing. Warden Bill Boss, played with sadistic fervor by Dieter Laser, is introduced as a man consumed by power, a figure who finds inspiration in the grotesque experiments depicted in the previous Human Centipede films. Boss's character is a disturbing mix of authority and madness. His prison is a breeding ground for brutality, where he rules with an iron fist, subjecting the inmates to dehumanizing punishments for even the slightest infractions. As the film progresses, we witness Boss's descent into a madness fueled by his obsession with creating the ultimate human centipede. The narrative takes a surreal turn as Boss enlists the help of his loyal accountant, Dwight Butler, portrayed by Lawrence R. Harvey. Butler, known for his role in the second installment, brings an air of familiarity to the film, creating an unsettling connection between the different chapters of the trilogy. Together, Boss and Butler embark on a twisted mission to merge the prison's inmates into a colossal human centipede. The actual process of creating the centipede is a grotesque and painstaking ordeal, meticulously portrayed in explicit detail. Boss, reveling in sadistic pleasure, oversees the surgical mutilation of the prisoners, orchestrating a nightmarish ballet of blood and suffering. The scenes are graphic and unflinching, leaving the audience in a state of shock and disbelief. As the human centipede takes shape, the film explores the psychological toll on both the victims and the perpetrators. The prisoners endure unimaginable pain, not only from the physical trauma, but also from the psychological torment inflicted by Boss. The warden, on the other hand, becomes increasingly unhinged, blurring the lines between sadism and madness. In a disturbing twist, the film incorporates metafictional elements, blurring the boundaries between the diegetic world and the audience's experience. Characters within the film watch scenes from the previous Human Centipede films, creating a disconcerting reflection on the nature of voyeurism and the audience's complicity in the horrors unfolding on screen. The prison itself becomes a character in its own right, a malevolent entity that feeds off the suffering of its inhabitants. The bleak and claustrophobic environment enhances the sense of despair, amplifying the horror of the centipede experiment. The cinematography captures the grim reality with extreme close-ups, distorted angles, and a color palette that heightens the nightmarish atmosphere. As the film approaches its climax, the human centipede reaches its grotesque completion. The culmination of Boss's maniacal vision is a horrifying spectacle that transcends the boundaries of conventional horror. The prisoners, now physically and mentally broken, are reduced to mere appendages in a nightmarish chain of human flesh. The film concludes with a chilling resolution that leaves lingering questions about the nature of humanity, power, and the depths of depravity. Boss, having achieved his perverse goal, stands triumphant amidst the grotesque creation he has wrought. The closing scenes linger on the aftermath, forcing the audience to confront the consequences of the character's actions and the implications of the entire Human Centipede trilogy. In its entirety, the Human Centipede 3, final sequence, stands as a disturbing exploration of the darkest corners of the human psyche. Tom Six's unapologetic vision pushes the boundaries of horror cinema, creating a film that is both shocking and divisive. Whether viewed as a grotesque spectacle or a commentary on the nature of power and degradation, this final installment solidifies the Human Centipede series as a unique and unforgettable chapter in the annals of horror cinema. Viewer discretion is strongly advised, as this film is not for the faint of heart. And this is Creep Factor. Thank you for taking the time to watch the entire video. And if you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting contents.